Good evening. I am Adventure Argonaut, and this is man. I just want to go home. What's this? I'm not streaming Rogue Trader anymore. No, I finished the game on Monday, so finally finished with that project. So let's play other games. Feels so weird. It's been like a couple of months or something. But yeah, this is man. I just want to go home. It's, a mouthful of a name, but it's some sort of visual novel horror game or something. I think it's horror, at least weird game, I think, and it should be fairly short as well, and it has good reviews on Steam. But yeah, don't know much about it, so let's go have a look. The graphics are sort of interesting. The grey October skies vomited another bucket of rain on the last tram moving away into the wet innards of the city. Missed this one too, huh? You think to yourself as you retreat deeper into the useless hood of your soaked-through jacket, muttering half-coherent curses and reaching into the pocket for the blank dead rectangle of your ancient cell phone. You thump your thumb against the matte black screen disappointedly. Even if you had ordered a taxi, you wouldn't be able to pay for it thanks to your last client who deemed your service too low grade for his money. Are we a prostitute or something? Stupid low income son of a broke bitch. Through the static of the rain, your eyes catch a greenish reflection from the neon sign of the coffee shop, Flat. You start trudging slowly toward it like some wet, depressed silk moth, sloshing the soup from your socks in your cheap sneakers with each new step. There's no need to hurry. It's impossible to get any wetter than soaking. Yep. The door gives way surprisingly easy, and you stumble into the well-lit empty room, the shopkeeper's bell ringing feverishly. A barista swiftly raises her head from a worn-out paperback and says, with a tinge of disappointment in her voice, good evening. Hello, a double Americano, please. Just a minute. While she operates the outrageously outdated coffee machine, you hang up your waterlogged jacket and settle your damp carcass on a bar stool near the heater. I wonder if she'll be okay with me hanging my socks over it. Well, the smell of my feet after a whole day of walking and meeting the most insufferable people in the city will probably make this place uninhabitable. I think I can at least take off my sneakers and put my feet directly over the heater. I hope the ventilation works. The fear of being judged gives way to the fear of getting sick, and you press your cold, fishy soles against the dusty metal of the heater. Oh yeah, that's better, much better. The barista brings you an Americano, side-eyeing your barstool heater situation. Some weather, huh? You don't say. I haven't seen a flood like this since ever. You ain't from around here, are ya? Is that obvious? Yeah, you just look like a delivery guy. Smell like one too. Burn. Oh, if you're talking about me frying my feet over the heater, I can... She smiles disarmingly. Nah, man, I'm just playing with you. It's just a figure of speech. You can fry your feet all you want. As you might notice, business ain't going so great today. Only frogs go to coffee shops in this weather. Yeah, hate them. They never cheap. Wait until you meet a human. She smiles once more, blinding you with her perfectly white teeth. Doesn't she drink coffee in a coffee shop? And extends her hand to you. Name's Rita. I'm blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. That heater feels nice too, doesn't it? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to my reading and you can get to whatever you're up to. Call me if you need anything. Wait, by any chance, do you have a mini USB charger? I don't know, too modern USBs and cell phones and stuff. Mini USB, that's a blast from the past. I'm old-fashioned that way. Some people confuse it with poverty, though. What can you? Some people just lack perception, but I have to disappoint you. I ain't seen a mini USB since like 2006. That's okay, I'll need to start keeping up with the times. Rita leaves you alone with waves of warm bliss rolling through your body from the heater and upwards. See, like, this is save, right? Oh, it's quick save, okay. Can we do like a... Okay, we can't... Oh, here, alright. I don't know if there's gonna be some sort of like timed challenges or ways to die or anything like that. Presumably at some point we have to make a decision or something. Rita leaves you alone with waves of warm bliss rolling through your body from the heater and upwards. The rhythmic patter of the rain is fractally reflected inside your brain, adding weight to your eyelids with each new drop. The coffee should invigorate you, but it only adds jewels to the heat balance of your comfort. Your eyes finally give in, and Rita's ringtone wrangles you from sleep, and you desperately cling to the table, trying to balance yourself on the stilts of a bar stool. Yes! Ah, shit, Tara, really? Of course, I'm on a shift. Where else would I be? I'll come, don't worry. I just need to find my swimsuit, that's all. Rita comes over from the counter and touches your shoulder. Listen, blah blah blah. I don't want to impose on you or anything, but seeing as you're so cozy here, how about you just keep sitting in this chair for while I quickly run across the street to give my neighbor my set of keys? It'll take 15 minutes max. That alright with you? What if someone comes? That would be a miracle. What if I'm not the man you think I am and I rob you blindly? Good luck robbing an empty register. Fine, agree to Rita's proposal, keep sitting in the warm coffee shop. Because, you know, it seems like a bad idea, like something bad is gonna happen and I want something to happen. Rita smiles confiding. Okay, that looks creepy. Wait, isn't that like some Rolling Stones album cover or something? Opens her umbrella and slithers out into the streets. The shopkeeper's bell rings softly before falling silent, leaving you alone with the sound of rain and the gentle hum of the refrigerator. You shrug, pull the wet socks off your feet, and with a squelch and place them on a heater to dry. Then with a quick glance you notice a stack of paper napkins on a table across the room, which you hastily grab and stuff inside your sneakers in a futile attempt to soak up at least some of the moisture. You finish your double Americano with one big gulp. To your surprise, a shimmering clot of anxiety starts forming 2 inches below your solar plexus. But why? It's the fucking coffee. I hate coffee. Why did I even order it? Yeah, well, if you hate coffee, why order coffee? Even said double Americano. I like coffee, but I don't know. It seems weird for me to say double something. And well, I like coffee with milk. The rain grows stronger. The forms that coffee shop is comprised of start to tremble, to grow disproportionate. Okay. With faint specks of light scattered across its numerous surfaces, a pile of cups on top of an ancient coffee machine gazes blankly at you. You lock your eyes on it and let's do a save. Since we have many save files here, let's use them every now and then. Jump from the sound of the bell cutting through the stale air. A rumpled middle-aged man wearing a soaking wet white trench coat staggered into the coffee shop. Now that's like, G-Man from Half-Life, but like, trying to be cool or something, and a sex offender. This star does not adhere to fire safety standards. Okay. Good evening, sir. Pour me a glass of water, boy. He croaks and materializes 20 marks. Wait, where are we? Are we in Germany or something? Is this Finland? Future of Finland, we get marks back. 20? Your hand grabs it way before your brain starts calculating the ethical side of such an action. 20, it's 4 subway rides, 2 packs of cigarettes. It's still not enough to get a taxi, but I'm not little Lord Fauntleroy. Okay. Unceremoniously, you stuff your feet inside the mushy napkin-laden sneakers and limp toward the sink with the finesse of an ex-paraplegic on high heels. There you grab the first sort of clean tumbler, fill it from the tap, and give it to the man. His trembling hand grabs the glass, pelicanly empties it into his throat. Is that a real word? But I guess it's like a pelican. He has a big mouth and thumps it onto the counter. Then he gives you a long, piercing look with his blue eyes shining in the center of the life-drained face. You don't work here. I'm substituting for my friend. His stare drills a sense of discomfort into you. Why do his hands tremble so much? An alcoholic, but he doesn't have the bloated face or any signs of bad blood circulation. Maybe it's Parkinson's, but don't forget to share the tips. He said, then turned around so swiftly that the droplets from his trench rained all over the coffee shop. He bolted out of the door, causing the bell to rattle metallically. You exhale and look at the counter. You find a thick wallet laying near the empty tumbler, a wallet of a stranger who's willing to pay 20 marks for a glass of water. Choose fast. This whole thing feels like some morality test. Run after the creepy stranger. You shake your head disappointedly, remove the moist lumps of paper from your sneakers, put it on the disgustingly wet jacket, and run outside, pondering the vastness of your soul and the dizzying height of your moral stance. A grey silhouette is quickly moving down the street into the rain. You run, and occasionally you shout something like, "Sir, your wallet, man!" But the words dissipate into the rain without ever catching his attention. Dear fuck. Deaf fuck. You think, full of kindness and humility. After a couple of blocks, the silhouette takes a sharp turn into the shabby alleyway between 2 worn-out red brick buildings. You pick up the pace. The first thing you see in that alleyway is a flash revealing the limp body of a man in a striped jacket. Witnessed a murder. Killing of a Japanese bookie. Got an achievement, okay. Then you focus on the shape of another man flickering through the sheet of rain, holding something black and heavy in his hand. The sound of a shot ricochets from a myriad of raindrops and pierces you. Your stomach lurches up to your throat and you scream involuntarily. The stranger turns towards you, his lips moving, but you can't make out any words. Another flash blinds you. Something warm is seeping onto your chest. The wet asphalt crashes into your face with the whole devastating mass of its shining roughness. Why is my shirt so sticky? You didn't make it home. Okay, that's lame ass. We die because we wanted to be good Samaritan. At least they should give us a choice, like, do we go to the creepy alley or not? Okay, so yeah, we really should save often. Okay, then we die if we run after the stranger, right? We didn't get any other choices, so keep the wallet. Did you finally catch a break? Did the mind-numbing sequence of failures finally lead you to a wallet with 20,000 marks? Another achievement. Really? That much? Emotions flood you. Not a single one of them is noble, but You giggle caustically and glance around looking for the cameras. Well, either the coffee shop flat holds the privacy of its customers in high regard or it just hides the contrary really well. You decide to inspect the contents of the wallet more thoroughly. Unrestricted tech solutions. Hans Luge, his name, position, head of security, security number 001. Lead! Oh my god. Oh my god. In the card section, there's a security pass issued to the name Hans Luge, the head of security and unrestricted tech solutions, LLC. Jesus, he really does look like the head of security, probably ex-cop or something. VIP pass Titanic Casino. Beside the pass you see a half-faded VIP card from the Casino Titanic. I guess none of us are above sin. With a bit of effort you squeeze the wallet into your tight pocket of your jeans. It's safer this way. After some consideration you rinse the tumbler and put it back exactly where it was. What if he comes back? This thought makes you breathing faster. A clot of anxiety reminds you of its presence in your chest. You bend down a bit too quickly and remove the slimy lumps of paper from your still not even close to being dry shoes. Then you rush toward the heater, put your wet but warm socks over your feet and... Holy shit, Rita! Yells Rita as she runs inside the coffee shop. You freeze as a Cotran-handed pulsates in your head, your breathing almost coming to a halt. Rita shakes a gallon of water off her umbrella and looks at you with a genuine concern. Did you really try to rob the place? What? Yeah. So we can either give her the wallet to say that, oh, we just found it, or like, but yeah, don't tell her about the wallet. Okay, I'm just a creepy guy. Okay. Prove the world your nobility and leave Rita the wallet, hoping that the creepy quasi-old man would come to collect it. Well, that's a really peculiar crowd, she mutters as she puts the security pass back into the wallet. Your right eye twitches. You can keep the 20. I have no claims on the 20. You breathe a sigh of relief. She notices and chuckles understandingly. What, despite the rain, your pocket's still dry? In every sense but literal. Where do you live? What kind of question is that? A very normal one for a person who wants to order you a taxi home. And pay for it too, don't worry. Be a man and play coy a bit before giving her your address. I can't give you my address. Blah, 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 relax. I'm not gonna bust your drawer in the middle of the night with a guitar string in one hand and a bottle of lube in another. I just wanna help you. Okay, weird thing to say. But why? For the biggest karmic payback of my life, obviously. You sneeze furiously. Alright, I'll give you my address on one condition. You give me your phone number. To learn about the fate of this wallet later, of course. Of course. She gives you a half-ironic smile and scribbles her numbers on a napkin. You live at 12 Zampano Street, apartment. Whoa, you really think the taxi's gonna drive you straight to your door? I don't know how tiny this taxi is. Haha, okay, I'll ask the driver for the dimensions. She pulls out a phone to finally order a ride. You shift your weight inside your wet shoes and think about the damp mess of today's events. Why was that man, that Hans, so fucking suspicious? Who the hell carries 20 grand in cash in his wallet? What's wrong with your bladder, actually? It's about to blow up. You zip to the bathroom with agreements that one shouldn't try at home. 3 minutes later, you casually walk out, drying your hands on your semi-wet jeans. Your carriage awaits you, sir. Thanks, Rita. See you around. You raise 2 fingers to the ceiling and ding a brass bell on your way out. As you step outside, you are met with a fistful of water in your face. A murky taxi driver with a mustache and a post-acne uneven skin doesn't pay any attention to your attempts to find a comfortable sitting position in the back. His headlights, muffled by the rain, only illuminate a meter of the road ahead, sentencing the car to a crawl at about 15 miles per hour. After an eternity of being stuck in low gear, you hear a faint sound of a police siren. Then a trench coat wearing shape of a person crosses the street mere inches away from the hood of the car. The driver smashes the brakes. I should probably buckle up. Bucko. Blue reflections of the police lights dance on every surface of the nearby buildings. Through the windshield you see a silhouette of headlights swerving towards you. You hear the screech of tires and feel the force pushing you out from the back seat. Your flight is accompanied by the loud crack of either your skull or the windshield, which you effortlessly break through as you fly over the crumpled accordions of the car. The endpoint of your trajectory turns out to be a police light that softly sinks inside your ribcage. Just like Dark Souls, die a gruesome death achievement. Oh my god. You try to take your last breath but only manage to gasp for air. You didn't make it. Okay. Yeah. No, can't say I'm a big fan of how this game goes about it. It's very, like, arbitrary. Okay, straight up give her the address doesn't mean like the taxi comes earlier and then we have to pee in the taxi and that saves our life or something. I live at 12 Zambrano Street, apartment. Wow, you think the taxi is gonna drive you straight to your door? I don't know how tiny the taxi is. Okay, I'll ask the driver for the dimensions. She pulls out her phone, finally order a ride. You shift your weight inside the wet shoes and think about the damn mess of today's events. Why was that man Hans so fucking suspicious? Who the hell carries 20 grand in cash in his wallet? What's wrong with your bladder actually is about to blow up? You zip to the bathroom with the grimace that one shouldn't try at home. 3 minutes later, you casually walk out trying your hands on your jeans. You're carrying too weight, you sir. Thankfully, the see around seems like exactly the same. Raise 2 fingers to the ceiling and ding a brass bell on your way out. As you step outside, you are met with a glass of water on your face. A murky taxi driver with a mustache and a post-acne uneven skin doesn't pay attention to your attempts to find a comfortable sitting position in the back. His headlights muffled by the rain only illuminate a meter of the sentence the car to crawl about 15 miles per hour. About half a mile down the street you hear a soft thud of a body. The driver frantically pushes the brakes, holding the screeching carcass of his car. A trench coat wearing shape opens the door and throws the driver out into the rain. You stare down the barrel of his gun with the intensity of a soon-to-be slaughtered chicken. Hello again. You swallow some bile that rushed into your mouth as Hans assumes the driver's position at the wheel and states casually, I'm not a killer, boy. Of course I believe you, Hans. Wait, what? How the fuck do you know my name? And the killer twists his torso and once again acquaints you with his weapon. Did Toivo send you? Toivo is a Finnish name. Or was it someone on Koji's side? Who the fuck are you, kid? Start talking. He barks abruptly. Ice, you left your wallet in the coffee shop. You start wriggling in the back seat trying to pull his wallet out of your pants. Wait, I thought we gave the wallet to that chick. Muzzle flash leaves a small hole in your forehead as your brain splatter the rear windshield. You don't hear the bang. I'm not a killer, but okay. So then I guess we have to do this. Because both of those lead to your death. Are you fucking kidding me? It's 20 grand, tell Rita about the creepy stranger, but shush about the wallet. Yeah, I tried to steal the heater. Unfortunately, it's bolted too tight. I feel you. My teeth are fucking chattering. Did anyone come by? Someone did. A weird, pale German-looking guy, shaking like had Parkinson's or something. Also this. You gave Rita 20. He paid that much for a glass of water. Can you imagine? Whoa, keep it to yourself. Consider it your paycheck for today. You sure about that? I'm not, but I want to be kind and leave a good impression, so please don't test me. Guess we can overwrite this one. Are you crazy leaving your personal information in a place where you've almost committed a sort of a crime? Well, you said it yourself. You quickly return the bill into your pocket. How far is the nearest metro station? Like half a mile from here, but you don't want to go, man. Trust me, there's nothing to do outside without a boat. But what if he comes back? You think, involuntarily clenching your jaw. I'm already terribly late, so let me order you a taxi. Do I look like a billionaire? You squeeze your left hand through the wet sleeve of your jacket. I can pay for the ride. Do I look like a charity case? Come on, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I can walk half a mile in any weather. Can you swim half a mile though? At least take my umbrella. Rita, you know where to return it. You step outside, muttering words of gratitude. The shopkeeper's bell rings farewell, seeing you off into the concentration camp of late October's rain. What? Some of these like colorful expressions are a bit too colorful. Like maybe we should have segregation here. Uh, every attempt at drying your clothes is washed away in the first 2 seconds of walking down the street. Rita's umbrella is rendered useless by an especially ferocious gust of wind that turns it inside out. You manage to close it and continue moving towards the seemingly unreachable metro station. The stormwater drainage gives up and you walk ankle deep in rainwater, thinking about a throat-tearing cough, a mind-melting fever, an ever-running nose, and all the other symptoms that certainly await you at home. With a strange satisfaction, you look at your sneakers, squishing and bubbling with water with every step you take. You walk, counting your steps, swearing profusely, cursing God, clutching the wallet, and glancing enviously at the occasional car moving in the same direction as you. Fuck the cars, fuck the clothes, fuck my immune system. The only thing that matters is that 20 grand in that leather fucking wallet. Mercantile? Sure, but the possibility of not living paycheck to paycheck for the next 6, maybe even 9 months if you keep it frugal, and you always keep it frugal, warms you under a frantic storm. From behind a wall of rain, a building with a neon sight Titanic emerges. Your thoughts immediately jump towards the VIP card patiently residing in the wallet. Should you... Okay, my gaming intuition says that if we just walk to the station, we're gonna die, so let's do that first. Don't be stupid and walk directly to the station. After only a few minutes of walking in the mockingly weakening rain, you arrive at the entrance of the metro. At the station, there's nobody inside, not even any cars, except for a single police vehicle quietly corroding through the cracks in its paint. Without paying any attention to this little detail, you push the car doors open. What? To find yourself under the gaze of an entire police station. Well, it's only 3 cops, but they do look intimidating. Fuck. You mutter under your breath. You feel a bit of sweat forming on your forehead as you try to walk as innocently as possible towards the subway booth, praying silently that you won't attract any more attention from these cops. The prayer goes unanswered. Oi, you got a license for that water on your clothing? Sir, excuse me, sir, wait a second. Can I see your ID, please? You freeze. The policeman looks at your face as it drains of color with a hint of disbelief. Blood loudly pumps inside your temples. How can I not look guilty? You ask yourself as you pull out a fat wallet from the pocket of your jeans. Wrong fucking wallet. Your hands shake. You try to force the wallet back into your pocket of your jeans, but for some reason it just wouldn't fit. Whatever. You pull out your real wallet from the inside pocket of your jacket. Thud. Hans' wallet falls to the ground. You rush to take it, but the cop is faster than you. He grabs it right before you can before you can, stands up, opens it, and his eyes widen there's two ats at the load of cash. It's AT-AT, like, Imperial Walker from Star Wars. At the load of cash lining the leathery insides. He pulls out a security pass, compares the photo of Hans with the shivering face, says dryly, "Where did you get that?" Second cop approaches and casually unholsters his gun, but he doesn't point it at you. He just makes sure you're aware that he has it. You chuckle nervously. "Hans Luge." No, listen, I'm not the owner of this wallet. You could just say that you found it and you want to leave it at lost and found. Yes. How did it come into your possession then? I found it. Pack him up, Jim. But what about... You didn't make it home. Didn't even get a lousy achievement for getting arrested. That's lame. That's shenanigans. But hey, at least I get my personal achievement. I was right. That was one wrong option to go to the station. So go inside Titanic. Looks sort of comfy, except for the VIP stuff. But like this bar doesn't look too bad. Okay, there's gambling. Oh yeah, it's casino there. But like the counter looks sort of comfy. A padded door is unreasonably difficult to open. The relatively empty casino interior greets you with a wave of warm, subdued lighting. Three half-drunk, identically shabby men stand around a roulette table not doing anything but drinking. Behind them, an entrance to the VIP room is guarded by a classically bald, 6-foot-tall, refrigerator-looking goon with an impenetrable face that not even a mother could love. To the right, a weirdly energetic bartender with a devilish spark in his eyes is filling the lime box with freshly cut limes. You shake the umbrella, drawing everyone's attention. Hello? Think fast. Sit at the bar first. Bartender. Bartender stares at you without blinking. Vodka with lime. Just a sec. As he tries to find a bottle behind the bar, you lean in, clear your throat and say, "Do you have a mini USB cable by any chance?" What? Nothing. I wonder if... Oh yeah, we have Hans's wallet, so yeah, we can afford to buy a vodka. He pours you a shot and rubs on his goatee. He appears as though he desperately wants to say something, but something inside him is resisting. The dissonance of it all is almost making him collapse, so you decide to take the initiative and sigh. Quite the weather, huh? Someone was killed a couple of blocks from here, like half an hour ago. Ah, it's that guy who killed him. Well, we saw him die too, but we didn't. Whatever. What? You take a shot, the warmth spreads down your esophagus. Damn, I feel like having a shot too. Reaches the stomach lining and makes you clench your left hand into a fist to offset the cutting pre-ulcerative pain. The cops came by, asked some vague questions, and our boss went to the station to testify or some shit. Can you believe it? Your shaking hand drops at 20 on the bar. Another shot, please. Sure thing. This time he also pours one for himself. You raise your shots in silence. You reach into your pocket for a pack of semi-dry house cigarettes. It takes 5 tries to light one. The bartender slides you an ashtray. Your stomach pain eases, or maybe it's the vodka numbing your pain receptors into submission. What brings you here, by the way? I'm a delivery guy, man. I deliver vacuums and shit. Listen, pour us another one. I do fucking need it. It's been a while since. Achoo. Are you contagious? No, man, I'm just this hypothermia thing. I'm as wet as a dog. Well, okay. With a swift motion, he offers you a napkin. You blow 1.5 pounds of yellowish snot into it. They say the victim was Asian. Hate crime or something? I don't know. We have an Asian working here. Japanese fellow, Koji. The Luge mentioned that guy. Cheers. You down another shot with the bartender, his cheeks gain a bit of color, his eyes cloud over with nostalgia. He leans over and whispers, "That Koji, he's like a half-legal bookie or something. Well, it's a casino, everything here is half-legal. You think he's the one killed?" "Nah, can't be, simply can't. He wasn't here today." "Well, then he could be the victim." "Man, that's creepy. All that stuff is, like, you know." "Yeah, I know. And I need to sit here for the rest of my shift. Why? What's the point? There's barely 5 people in the whole casino." "Don't they drink?" "Oh, they do, but they never tip." "Fucking them." "Yeah, fuck 'em." The bartender runs his finger through the hair on his neck. "Are you here to play roulette or something?" "Nah, I'm just here 'cause I got no choice. I missed every tram and my phone is dead, so I can't order a fucking taxi." "I can order you a taxi if you want." "Should he?" "Okay, let's see if this time we don't die. Let the taxi drive you home." "For real, man? You're a lifesaver." "No, it's nothing." He waves you away with a smile and calls the taxi company. You slide your fingers down Hans's wallet and fish out 100 marks. "Alright, let's drink another one. Last one. Last bottle?" "One shot will suffice." The bartender's eyes widen as he looks at what is probably the biggest pile of tips he's ever seen. He puts on a professional face and quickly hides them under the bar. You down your last shot, slide off the chair and... I was about to say chair as drunkenly and sloshingly make your way to the taxi outside without saying goodbye. Same guy. Market taxi driver with a mustache and a post-acne uneven skin doesn't pay any attention to your attempts to find a comfortable sitting position in the back. His headlights, muffled by the rain, only illuminate a meter of the road ahead, sentencing the car to a crawl at about 15 miles per hour. About half a mile down the street, you hear a soft thud of a body. Oh my god. The driver frantically pushes the brakes, holding the screeching carcass of... Okay, it's the same event. So is it Luge? Trench coat guy comes in. Gun in my face. Okay. Yeah, soon to be slaughtered chicken. Hello again. Yeah, okay. So Hans comes in. I'm the killer, so... Yeah, it's the same event, so we're gonna die. Wait. It's a... Right. You start wriggling in the backseat, trying to pull his wallet out of your jeans. Hans cocks the trigger and presses the barrel against your forehead. Okay, you left your wallet in the coffee shop. You start... Okay. And you have a death wish, kid. I just want to show you the wallet. Jesus fucking Christ. You fucking youngsters. You know I could have shot you. Well, alright, show me the wallet, but do it slowly. You exhale a wave of fumes of sour, half-digested alcohol. Please don't breathe in my direction ever again. What the fuck did you drink? Vodka. That tracks. Finally, you manage to pry the wallet from the pocket and drop its wet, leathery body in the cup holder. Hans sways it in his hand incredulously. A lopsided smile creases his face. Good. That's not luck. That's destiny. Hans starts the engine. Sorry, kid, but you might have to take a detour on your way home. Unfortunately for you, I have a flight to catch. But it could have ended so much worse. I could have killed you. Okay, I wouldn't have killed you. See, they made me... let's skip the details. It is what it is, and you're part of it, want it or not. That's destiny. You swallow a hefty gulp of acidic saliva and disassociate the sound of the rain. Your heart feels like it's about to burst out of your ribcage, but the rest of you is strangely calm. After 5 minutes of what feels like the slowest ride of your life, the headlights reveal the silhouettes of a couple of police officers waving for Hans to stop. Hans meets your eyes in the rear view mirror and frowns. Buckle up, kid. What? Hans convulsively shifts the gearbox and floors it. 15 to 60 press you into the seat. You grab onto the seat belt buckle and in a 1.5 milliseconds of clarity fasten this belt with a satisfying click. You look at your shoes as the speed of the vehicle enters the 3-digit territory. You raise your eyes to the window and see the brick wall. Holy moly, kid! Yells Hans as he frantically turns the steering wheel. The car drifts across the wet asphalt. The taxi slams into the wall sideways, releasing a cloud of brick dust that is immediately washed away by the rain. The left side of the vehicle rises into the air, freezes for a second, and then succumbs to gravity with a plaintive rattle of a transmission. The seatbelt digs into your ribcage and you taste metal. Hans looks at you worriedly, clicks his tongue, and runs into the night without closing the door. You wince as the rain-filled wind blows into the salon. The yellow glares of the streetlights crawl indifferently across your face, refracting for 1,000 times inside your rain pouring down a cracked passenger window that you rest your head on. The rear view mirror gasps its last breath, ponders its situation for a moment, and falls to the floor. So are we dead? Oh, wait, what was that? We got some achievement. Okay. What's this? A demon? Okay, so there is some supernatural shit here, I guess. Or are we hallucinating? Okay. So we died, but it was just took a long time for us to die. Thanks, game. Okay, now this night is young. Check out the VIP room. Nah, man, I got one more thing to do here. You jump off the chair, give the bartender a creepy smile, and stagger drunkenly to the VIP room entrance. A 6-foot tuxedo-clad goon stops you dead in your tracks, contemptuously looks at you, and says one simple, "No." Wait a second. You fish out your brand new wallet, pull out a VIP card, and show it to the bouncer. He squints and grabs it by the edge of a clear intention to take it from you. You push his chest to no avail and forcefully twist the card out of his grip with an apologetic, "The fucking you are," and a friendly, "The bouncer, clearly touched by your eloquence, stomps his cast iron knuckle into your grinning face. Your body flies 50 feet through the casino floor. At least it felt that way before it gets stopped by an empty table. An empty glass presses into your backside. You wipe the blood off the edge of your mouth and run your tongue with your teeth. Luckily, you still have full set. Time to go berserk on this Sisyphean. Suddenly, the gravity stops working as intended, and you find yourself helplessly suspended on a silent and decisive force. You raise your hands to defend yourself, but there's no subsequent blow. The bouncer simply walks to the casino exit, holding you like a trash bag that is leaking some unknown fluid. The bartender looks at you with admiration. You try to cheer the bouncer up with, "Come on, you fuck," and "Do fucking shit to fight like a man," until he throws you into the nearest puddle by the door. You lay there trying to light a thoroughly soaked cigarette. Finally, you succeed. The busy clouds rustle in front of your eyes, showing you occasional glimpses of a starless night sky. It feels so good to be alive. Ouch. Some trenchcoat-wearing asshole stumbles over to you. "I'm so sorry." You don't even acknowledge the man. You just keep laying in the puddle as his steps rhythmically move away until they disappear and you find yourself dangerously close to hypothermia. You should definitely scrape your body off the sidewalk and throw it into the 10-minute jog to the metro. 10 stations to the south, 3 bus stops to the 5 flights of stairs until you reach the door to your apartment, but you gotta smoke just one more cigarette. You made it home. Okay. You arrive home too late, shake off your wet clothes, crawl into the shower and fall asleep inside the cabin. You wake up as stiff as a corpse, touch your seriously swollen jaw, and the memories of the last night radiate outward from the bouncer's blow. Some fucking night. Well, at least You rush to the damp body of a wallet waiting for you on the floor, open it and count the money. You're so happy. So we got achievement for arriving home loaded. You're so happy you could cry if you weren't that dehydrated. You watch the first droplets of what is going to be another devastating storm as you smoke out the third cigarette with a cup of coffee. You think to yourself, what a wonderful world. Tomorrow I'm gonna quit my job. Designed and written by Alexei Gerasimov. Okay, this was, man, I just wanna go home. It's a game, barely. I guess, you know, the graphical style is sort of neat, but I wasn't really enjoying the story or anything, and the gameplay is just, you know, basically random. You flip a coin whether you move forward or die. Yeah, I don't really share the enthusiasm of many of the Steam reviews. I didn't read like in detail what they say, but let's try a few more alternatives. Like here, if we come into the bar immediately and check out the VIP room, what's different? You give in to your curiosity and slosh to the entrance in your wet sneakers. The goon in tuxedo stops you with a soft and yet decisive move. He looks at you disinterestedly and says one simple, "No, but." You pull out the wallet and show the bouncer your newly acquired VIP card. He squints and rips it out of your hand and thoroughly inspects it as if it was some sort of an extraterrestrial artifact. Wait a second, sir. The darkness of the VIP room swallows him in a matter of moments, leaving you alone to shift your weight from one foot to the other under the gaze of everyone in the casino. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind, the kind that only you seem to notice. It pierces right through, sending the waves of goosebumps across the body. Everything inside you feels suspended on some tiny invisible strings, and the only thought your brain can muster is, run. Why? You spot three silhouettes approaching from the darkness of the room. The urge to flee to the metro, to the police, to get rid of the wallet, the cry for help to flow down the drain along with everything the rain has poured overwhelms you, but you just take a deep breath and remain firmly rooted in place. The bouncer places his excavator bucket of hand on your shoulder. Aliens. On each side of him, two identically unpleasant men grow out of the ground into the tuxedos 3 sizes bigger than they should be. They greet you in unison with carnivorous smiles and you stutter. You know, I've just got a call and... You're coming with us, the twins say. I'm coming with you. Thank you for being sensible. And you walk beside them through the hall. Past the velvet couches with cheap cup holders and bronze tacky ashtrays. Across the room with an infuriatingly obnoxious carpet. Passing the frozen in space waiter and the allergically snorting blackjack dealer. Through a technical corridor with crumbling walls and wires dangling dangerously low. Into the small but cozy room with a black and white TV with nothing on. Sweden? A small refrigerator adorned with a single magnet from Sweden. Oh, it's a moose or something. A glass table with coffee stains. A coffee maker with a mold-ridden pot and a pack of instant coffee beside it. A tiled floor that hasn't met a broom in a while. A leather couch with cigarette burns. 3 eclectically draped chairs. Okay, thank you. With an old man, sitting in one of them, who raises the aquariums of his thick glasses to you and softly whispers, "Fuck him up, Anton." Skillful blow to the cheekbone sends you crashing onto the couch. Black spots mockingly dance in front of your eyes as you turn your stiff neck towards the old man. A dry, contemptuous expression creases his face. "What the fuck do you think?" "Young man, be silent." "What?" Anton, empty his pockets. Anton pats you down and finds your dead cell phone, a damp pack of house blues, your slim wallet, and Hans's leathery brick of money. The old man takes it and turns the thick wallet around with a certain degree of bafflement glimmering in his glasses. He opens it, runs his fingers through the cash, pulls out a security pass, holds it close to his face for an uncomfortable amount of time, and finally says, "This young man's loaded." "This is not mine." "Now, don't be shy. Did Toivo send you?" "He did, didn't he? But why? For what reason?" "What?" "Hans, listen. Your friend has already shot my bookie. You are too late." "Well, maybe you're too early, but what the hell do I know about Toivo's operations? But despite everything, Andreas Finke, give you my word that he will let you go if you tell us what your goal is, and I'm not Hans. Please don't interrupt, and we'll even let you have your money too. Just tell us the name of I'm blah blah blah." "Anton, do you feel as if our companion doesn't show us proper respect?" Anton ruminates for a solid minute. His irises bounce off the corners of his eyes as the gears of thought slowly turn inside his skull. Upon realizing the implication of his boss's question, he paternally squeezes your shoulder and nearly blows the stuffing out of your head with his monstrous fist. You spread thinly across the couch. You feel nothing but the numbness in place where your head should be and vomit, boiling somewhere on the outskirts of your digestive system. "Hans, it's in your best interest not to lose the thread of the conversation." "I'm not." A wave of panic burns through every available instrument of reason. You lift the concrete slab off the back of your head of the couch and stare into the thick, pitiless glasses across the glass table. "Hans, I beg of you, do not stall. I believe you have something better to do than getting the shit beat out of you." Tell him the truth. "Andreas, listen, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not Hans. I'm blah blah blah. A very insignificant delivery guy. In the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong wallet. I don't know anything about anybody." A heavy smack from Anton interrupts your rant. It feels like he drove a spark from the back of your head. You burp apologetically. The old man scowls. "I get it. Thank God." "Wait, who am I kidding? I don't get any of it. Anton, do you understand anything?" Anton shrugs. "Let me make it easier for you, young man. Simple questions, monosyllabic answers. Your VIP pass is obviously fake. Where did you get it? Or rather, who did you get it from?" I kinda stole it, along with the wallet, from a strange trench coat wearing crowd in the flat coffee shop. "Are you referring to this wallet over here?" "Yes, look at the security pass again. It's his face in the photo, not mine." "Anton, confirm." He hands the pass to the goon and realization hits you like a brass knuckle. He's blind as a bat. Anton thoroughly examines the photo on the pass and grunts. "Yes, not him. This, Hans, he's way older. Looks more German." "Great. So let me get this straight. You met a mysterious stranger, stole his hefty wallet, and why the hell did you come here?" "Well, I didn't really want to steal it as much as I didn't return it to the owner, and I have never been to a VIP room in a casino. I was curious." The old man lets out a delighted cackle. Anton smiles, probably. "Curiosity killed the cat. Ever heard this one?" "I suppose." "Young man, what's your real name? I know you already said it, but I just didn't take it seriously." "Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. What the else can you tell me about this Hans fellow?" "Well, he had a white trench coat, very scary blue eyes. They were looking straight into my soul. He also was shaky, like he had a real tremor. Parkinsonian type, I'd say. He only ordered water and then immediately left. He even forgot his wallet." "He left immediately. In this weather?" "Yeah, he was quite peculiar." "When did this encounter happen? As precisely as you can, please." "About an hour ago." "The twins, hey, have you heard of the man?" "You've already forgotten about their silent presence. Were they not breathing the entire time they stood behind your back?" They nod solemnly and disappear as you stare into the Andreas's nose bridge. He mellows into a sincere smile. Blah blah blah, you got no idea how much you helped us, even though it was unintentional, and unfortunately you cannot keep your recently acquired wallet, but he pulls out half of the cash from the wallet and extends his hand to you. God, it must be like 5 grand. You smile incredulously, take the money and stuff it into your wallet that you pick up from the glass table along with the cell phone and the keys. Now, how about a cocktail in the house and a taxi home, and as an apology for the bruises. Oh, thank you, but can I skip the cocktail? That's what you would say if your throat wasn't constricted by a cold, steely thread. Oh, you compulsively grasp at it, trying to pry it away for just one more breath, but you only cut your fingers. You raise your hands higher and find the tense hands of Anton. You cling to his tuxedo with your weakening fingers, trying to negotiate just one more breath, just one more. Anton tightens his grip, and you feel the stream of blood running down your shirt, onto the leather couch, and then onto the unwashed tiles on the floor, down into the basement, and into the cold, cold earth. Just one more breath, please, into the starless night that's being guarded by nothing but the heartfelt smile of a man in thick glasses. Soon it also dissipates, leaving you alone in the dark. You didn't make it home, alright. How about beg for mercy? Your eyes fill up with unwanted tears. You try to find a spark of compassion in Andres's glasses. However, the only thing you see are his fingers impatiently tapping on his knee, waiting for an answer. Uh, Please, I beg you, I didn't do anything. I'm here. I didn't know, and I don't want to die. Oh God, Anton, shut this wimp up. No, wait. Obviously, Anthony ignores your request, and a crushing liver shot makes you see the world through the red lens of burning, mind-numbing pain. You snivel miserably. Listen, young man, Hans, whatever your name is, you start to get on my nerves. Sharp pain impedes your ability to formulate thoughts. Just tell me, what were you doing in my casino with a fake VIP card and a stack of money not even 10 minutes from the killing of my bookie? I took the pass along with a wallet from a German guy in gray trench coat. Anton looks at you, then at the boss with a silent question in his eyes. The old man irritably waves his hand at him. Go on, please. At the coffee shop, flat, about an hour ago. Jesus Christ, it hurts. You burp a sour smell of rotten innards. Anton winces. The twins, have you heard him? They've already forgotten about the silent presence, were they not breathing the entire time they stood behind your back. They nod solemnly and disappear as you exude a mousy squeal and stare into Andreas's nosebridge. He pauses and tells you, so that's it, huh? But why have you decided to come here of all places? Curiosity? Andreas exhales disappointedly and rubs his temples. Have you found any weapons on him? No, boss. Even if he's involved, he's just I don't know. And the important thing is, I don't really want to. Well, in that case, we probably shouldn't dispose of him, especially with all these police crawling through the neighborhood. Think so, boss. Blah, blah, blah. It seems as though the circumstances are working in your favor. Anton, please, would you be so kind as to get this young man out of here? Meaning? Meaning physically. Just get him off the casino premises. I don't care what happens next. Well, my wallet stays here. Well, Hans's wallet. You can take yours. You hurriedly collect all your belongings from the table. And one more thing, forget about us, because we will remember you. A rush of goosebumps runs into your body as Anton drags you off the couch and into the web of corridors. You walk through them with a big, deep sadness from the loss of 20 grand. That's too big of an amount to lose in one day. Finally, you see an exit sign, feel a slight relief from the fact that whatever this thing was, it's finally over. A loud bang behind your back causes your head to twitch limply as your body crumbles on the ground. The last thing you see is a scarlet stream merrily running across the bumps in the concrete. You didn't make it home. Okay, let's see. Let's go right to the beginning and refuse to like guard the place when Rita leaves. So Rita's ring zone, and she's talking with her friend, and then she comes to ask us whether we want to stay here. No, I'd like to go for a swim. Sorry, Rita, I don't like taking on more responsibility than absolutely necessary. How far is the metro? I'm about half a mile. Did you finish your coffee? Yeah. Then give me 250 and let's go. We are heading in the same direction. Nice. Your slim wallet coughs out the 3 marks. Rita hands you 50 pfennigs, just enough to buy 1 metro token. You slip your almost dry feet into cold slurping sneakers. Disgusting. With an unveiled revulsion, you push your hands through the cold inside of your wet jacket. Rita smiles sympathetically and takes an umbrella from behind the counter. The rain seems to have known about your plans to leave the coffee shop because it pours harder than ever, almost turning into a waterfall. Rita pulls the door and runs outside, simultaneously opening her umbrella. Unfortunately, the umbrella proves ineffective against the horizontal rain, and she immediately catches a fistful of water in her face. She curses silently and offers you a spot under the umbrella, but you make a vague gesture with your hand, signaling your indifference to being 5% less wet. After the third attempt at conversation between you was disrupted by yet another especially ferocious wave of rainfall, both you sink into despair and quietly trudge along the streams of precipitation. Rita is visibly angry. You feel nothing but numbness of joints and a strong desire to pee. Finally, the building with neon sign Titanic emerges through the wall of rain. Rita yells something that could be interpreted as, "This is fucked, let's go inside." However, considering the distance you've already covered, the metro station shouldn't be that far away. Let's try to go to the station. There's gonna be cops and they're gonna... Well, we don't have the wallet, so let's see. You smile at Rita, give her a slap, more like a slurp, on the shoulder and continue walking towards the station. The rain gradually transforms into a solid wall of water, causing you to lean forward and pant and curse. You inch towards the carved doors of the metro station as your breathing becomes more arrhythmic and your thoughts more scattered. Finally, you push through the empty hall into a marble floor, partially faded mosaic on the wall depicting a man shearing a sheep. Below the mosaic, a subway booth. You approach it, almost skipping, and smile at the scrawniest grey-faced clerk in the city. 1 token, please, you say as you pull out your wallet and shake a single 50 pfennig coin out of it. That's 65 pfennigs. Oh my god. Lisps the clerk, then he sneezes and a trumpetly snorts into the rigid napkin. Since when? The fare was raised yesterday. But I only have 50. The rain is devastating. I need to get home, please. 65, I would chew. Let you in if it was for me, but if it was my personal metro station, but unfortunately for you and me, the city owns the whole metro and the city sets the fares. Please, man, cut me some slack. There's nobody here besides you and me. You can just let me through without anyone even noticing. Don't play that game with a chew. Me, young man, or I will call the police. I will. Let's say today I let you in for 50. Tomorrow somebody comes and he only has 40. Well, I let him in too, and then what? Every bum in the city gets a free ride. Do you realize what that would mean for the whole... You look at the dim lights reflecting the eyes of the clerk with desperation. He continues to wash you over with waves of monotone bureaucratic babble. Ouch. Your hand spasmodically clenches into a fist. Well, screw him. If the petty moral doesn't want my money, that means a free ride for me. Silently you turn around and walk toward the turnstiles without interrupting the never-ending rant. Placing your hands on them, you prepare to cross this whole neighborhood out of your memory with one swift jump, but a gnarled hand with yellowish nails falls on your shoulder. Sir, did you put the token in? An old voice behind your back inquires mockingly. Did I miss him? Yes, I did, however, he's kinda... You move swiftly, hoping to shake the hand off, but the grip only tightens, sinking under your collarbone with unexpected power. Oh, ouch, you fuck, it really hurts. Young man, don't take me for a fool. I get it, let me go. Devastated and broken, you stumble back into the street and place a cigarette between your lips. It immediately gets yanked out by the wind, which proceeds to play it for like solid 5 seconds before dumping it into a nearby puddle. A car drives by, splashes you with a waterfall of dirty water. Jesus Christ, what have I done to deserve it? You realize how silly you must look with your hands raised to the sky and awkwardly put them back in your pockets. You slouch and walk against the wind, heading to nowhere in particular. Why is it always against the wind to the metro station and I go against the wind from the metro station? I also go against the wind. What the fuck is wrong with you, wind? Are you fucking with me? Just like that stupid fucking clerk, that virgin-looking mumbler yapping and lisping with a cock in his mouth. Oh, I want to know. I need to gouge his beady eyes, spout his wrinkly nose off just to make him swallow his own snot along with the red streams of blood and crush his skull into a red paste. The guard too is that old fuck. I'd barbecue his ass on that third rail so his corpse gets evaporated into a cloud of crispy dust with an oncoming train. Also the fucking clientele, the fucking management, why the fuck did they allow them to not pay the delivery fee if the merchandise is defected? So edgy. I still fucking delivered it all the same. It's just the manufacturer's fuck up, not mine. Oh, I would burn the whole fucking warehouse down with every item on it. I would die in that fire too, reincarnate into a tsunami of shit and piss and crash and sink the whole fucking city. Wait, where am I? You got really angry. Like achievement. What's this? You suddenly find yourself near the red brick worn out alleyway. Deep down this alley the rain washes the back of a man in a trench coat. You gotta ask him how to get anywhere from here. As you approach the man you realize that he's not alone. In front of him a scared Asian man in a striped tuxedo squeezes under the wall. It should concern you, but the steam engine of hatred propels you forward. I don't want to do it either, but if I don't, they'll kill my... The Asian man notices you and opens his mouth wide, extending his arms towards you. Through the sheets of rain, you still spot a glimpse of an animalistic fear in his eyes and stop dead in your tracks. A flash blazes softly, illuminating every wet surface in the alleyway. Sound of a shot ricochets off a myriad of raindrops and pierces you. Your stomach lurches up to your throat. The Asian man looks at his killer with genuine surprise and lowers his arms. You scream involuntarily. Trenchcoat stranger turns toward you, his lips moving, but you can't hear any words. Another flash blinds you. Something warm is seeping onto your chest. The wet asphalt crashes into your face with the whole devastating mass of its shining roughness. Why is my shirt so sticky? You see the Asian man laying in front of you, breathing hoarsely, holding on to life. And then a calmness as black as the starless night collapses upon you. You didn't make it home. I think I'm gonna end the game here. Like, I made it home once, and I assume there's at least another way to get home. There's few different options I didn't try, but I frankly don't care that much. So yeah, this was I just wanna go home, or man, I just wanna go home, and you know, it's not terrible. It's okay for an hour, but didn't really care for the story, and I wonder if there's like some way to discover something supernatural, because a few times it hints at something, or is it just, you know, trying to be edgy? Don't really know. Don't care that much. I'm Adventure Argonaut. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.